Hello, true bikers and two-wheeled enthusiasts. November is just around the corner, and that means Eicma, the world's most prestigious motorcycle show, is ready to be held in Milan, Italy. Every year, this event is always the stage for giant manufacturers to showcase their latest ammunition, and of course, Honda doesn't want to miss out. The word is, Honda has prepared a series of surprises that have successfully stirred up the automotive world. Starting from futuristic concept bikes to full-size models whose production versions have been long awaited. Well, in this video, we're going to completely dissect it. We will discuss the list of Honda motorcycles whose presence is most anticipated at Eicma this coming November. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. The long-standing rumors have finally been answered. Honda is preparing a powerful crossover motorcycle called the Honda CB1000 GT. The first leaked images and data appeared in Australia in October 2025, and it is reported that this motorcycle will be launched globally in 2026. The CB1000 GT is said to be a combination of touring comfort and aggressive sports performance, making it one of the most attractive motorcycles in the premium crossover segment. As a sports touring crossover model, the CB1000 GT is designed with higher ground clearance and a long suspension of around 150mm, making it tough in various road conditions. Based on the Honda CB1000 Hornet, this motorcycle retains a simple yet strong tubular steel frame, combined with an aluminum swing arm and a retuned upside-down front fork for long-distance travel. In terms of dimensions, its wheelbase is slightly longer than the Hornet, providing better stability at high speeds. In the performance department, the Honda CB1000 GT relies on a 999 cubic centimeters inline four-cylinder engine derived from the 2017 CBR 1000RR Fireblade. It delivers a peak power of 150 PS at 11,000 RPM, transmitted through a 6-speed transmission with a quick shifter. Weighing around 220 kilograms in running order, the CB1000 GT is relatively light for its class, resulting in an impressive power-to-weight ratio for a large touring motorcycle. Honda is targeting a competitive price for the CB1000 GT, estimated to be under 15,000 euros, making it a serious threat to rivals like the BMW S1000XR, Suzuki GSX-S 1000GX, and Kawasaki Versys 1100. Modern features like a large color display with connectivity, cruise control, and a tilt assist system are standard. While it doesn't yet feature electronic suspension or radar, Honda seems to be emphasizing a balance between performance, comfort, and value. And if it does arrive in 2026, the CB1000 GT could be Honda's most enticing crossover in the past decade. The Honda GB350 has become one of the most successful modern retro motorcycles launched by Honda in recent years. With its elegant classic style, distinctive engine sound, and comfortable riding position, the GB350 has won the hearts of many riders. Sales in Japan and India have been positive, with demand continuing to increase. Many classic motorcycle enthusiasts consider the GB350 to be a motorcycle that brings back the true spirit of Honda motorcycles in the modern era. The appeal of this motorcycle undoubtedly lies in its ultra-long single-cylinder engine. Although the 348 cubic centimeters engine capacity is not large for a single-cylinder engine, it feels like a large single engine with a pulsating kick, deep sound, and characteristic long piston stroke. Many riders across various media agree that the engine's vibrations and rhythm provide the sensation of riding a true classic motorcycle. The GB350 has a clear and rhythmic sound, free from harshness, highlighting the sensation of combustion and the natural exhaust note. All of this creates a pure riding experience. The GB350 is clearly a motorcycle that can be safely recommended to anyone. However, a big question arises: what if this powerful engine were given even greater capacity? Theoretically, if the diameter and stroke of a single 348 cubic centimeters cylinder were bored out to form a square, the size would be around 582 cubic centimeters. Although it's unlikely to be that big, a 500 cubic centimeters version is certainly not impossible. And with the GB350's reputation for uncompromising thrills, a GB500 version may be undergoing testing behind the scenes. The key lies in the sales of the GB350. The more successful this model is, the greater the chance of a 500 cubic centimeters version being released. Moreover, there is high demand from Europe and America, where engine capacity limits are not an issue. Several well-known Japanese automotive media outlets have already featured speculative designs. In terms of appearance, the GB500 concept retains the classic retro style of the GB350, but with slightly larger tank and body proportions, as well as more pronounced chrome details. The body lines remain sleek yet appear more muscular, embodying the true big single aura. However, it should be noted that the designs circulating are still conceptual CG renderings and speculation from Japanese automotive magazines. There's been no official confirmation from Honda. Nevertheless, the GB500 rumors are enough to spark great anticipation among classic motorcycle enthusiasts for the continuation of the GB series.
The Honda CB404 was first introduced in 1974 as part of Honda's legendary CB line. The bike immediately attracted attention thanks to its unique engine configuration, a small displacement inline four-cylinder, which at the time was a rarity for a bike of its class. With its elegant classic design, distinctive 4-in-1 exhaust, and smooth and powerful engine performance, the CB404 became one of the icons of the 70s. Mass production of the Honda CB400 Super 4 ended in October 2022, after more than 30 years on the market. The discontinuation is due to the model's inability to meet the Euro 5 emission standards implemented in Japan. Those involved thought that there would be no next four-cylinder CB 400 cubic centimeters, but that was not the case. This time, the model name is CB500, but in fact, there are rumors that Honda will release a 500 cubic centimeters four-cylinder model overseas, and in Japan, there are rumors that a 400 cubic centimeters version of the global model will be released. The CB400 SF is almost exclusively a model for the domestic market, but the next CB is likely to be a four-cylinder model with a concept that can be used overseas as well. So, this time we predict the revival of the CB404. From the early designs floating around, it appears that Honda will combine the classic lines of the old CB with modern elements that are aggressive and aerodynamic. The burly fuel tank, bold body lines, and a touch of LED headlight emphasize that the new CB404 is aimed at a younger market that wants high performance without abandoning retro aesthetics. Most likely, this model will be positioned as a stylish sport naked that is still comfortable for daily use and long-distance touring. The CB404 also appears to be Honda's direct response to Kawasaki's huge success with the Ninja ZX25R and ZX4RR. Both sport bikes have captured the attention of the global market thanks to their high-performance four-cylinder engine configurations in the 250 cubic centimeters and 400 cubic centimeters classes. Honda is also rumored to be reviving its 400 cubic centimeters four-cylinder motorcycle project, including the CB400, CB400 Super Bowl d'Or, and even the CBR400RR models. This move is a strong signal that competition in the mid-range four-cylinder sports bike segment will be hotter in the near future.
The Honda CB400 Super 4, better known as the CB400 SF, was first introduced in Japan in 1992. This motorcycle became one of Honda's legendary naked bike icons thanks to its smooth and powerful 399 cubic centimeters inline four-cylinder engine. With its high-revving engine characteristic of Japanese sports bikes, the CB400SF was very popular among Asian riders, especially in Japan, Hong Kong, and several other countries in Southeast Asia. This bike was also one of the most popular bikes in the 400 cubic centimeters class for more than 2 decades. However, despite its long history, Honda finally discontinued production of the CB400SF in 2022. The main reason was the increasingly stringent emission standards in Japan and Europe, meaning that its old engine, which still relied on an outdated platform, could no longer meet Euro 5 regulations. In addition, market interest in mid-capacity motorcycles has begun to shift towards parallel twin engines, which are cheaper to produce. This is what led Honda to reluctantly end the long journey of the CB400SF. Now, new rumors are circulating. Honda is reportedly developing a new generation 400 cubic centimeters 4-cylinder engine with cutting-edge technology. This engine is claimed to be completely new, with a more compact inline-4 configuration, producing around 70 horsepower, while also meeting Euro 5 emission standards. Furthermore, this new generation is said to feature modern technologies such as the latest manual transmission with e-clutch technology previously introduced on the 2024 CBR650R and CB650R. If this comes to fruition, it would be a great opportunity for Honda to revive the iconic CB400SF name. Speculation about the design of the new Honda CB400SF is also quite intriguing. Many believe the motorcycle will retain its classic DNA, featuring the iconic round headlight, a retro-modern naked bike design, and a frame combined with futuristic touches characteristic of the current era. The large fuel tank with the signature two-tone paint scheme of the CB400SF, the slim sporty seat, and the 4-pipe exhaust may all be retained as signature features. However, it's important to note that the images you see are currently just CG renderings, so it's still unclear whether this is the actual form of the new generation CB400SF. Amid the growing trend of modern motorcycles emphasizing cutting-edge technology, there is one trend that is gaining increasing popularity: heritage and neo-retro motorcycles. Models that blend classic aesthetics with modern touches now dominate the global market. In this context, seeing the Honda CB754 return to the roads is no longer just a dream for classic motorcycle enthusiasts. It could very well become a reality. Honda's plan to revive this iconic model is a smart move and a tribute to its long history and technological achievements. Amid the roar of modern engines, there is a nostalgic sound that continues to resonate in the hearts of motorcycle enthusiasts. One of them is the Honda CB754, a legendary motorcycle known as the pioneer of the superbike era. For those who grew up with the distinctive roar of its 4 parallel cylinders, the CB754 is not just a vehicle but a symbol of status, performance, and lifestyle. Now, as interest in restored or rebuilt classic motorcycles grows, the return of this model is highly anticipated. The Honda CB754 was first introduced in 1969 and immediately revolutionized the motorcycle world. It became the first mass-produced motorcycle in the world to feature a parallel twin 4-cylinder engine with front disc brakes, a highly futuristic feature at the time. The reliability of its 736 cubic centimeters engine, high durability, and distinctive exhaust sound made it an instant legend. The CB754 wasn't just popular in Japan. It also conquered the American and European markets, even being dubbed the original superbike by many automotive experts. Now, hopes for the return of the CB754 seem to have taken tangible form through a modern concept design that has been unveiled to the public. This design features a classic silhouette highly reminiscent of the original version, but combined with modern elements such as round LED lights, updated dual rear suspension, and a compact, muscular-looking engine. The metallic blue color and 754 graphics on the side of the tank pay direct homage to the original model. Unfortunately, this image is merely a CG rendering and not the final product, but it is enough to evoke nostalgia and anticipation among classic motorcycle enthusiasts worldwide. Since its launch in 2018, the Honda Monkey 125 has become a hugely successful modern icon in the retro mini bike segment. Alongside its siblings such as the Super Cub C125, CT125 Hunter Cub, and DAX 125, the Monkey has created a strong fan community around the world. Now, rumors are swirling about Honda's next move, a new model rumored to be the 5th edition in this classic mini bike series. These rumors have heated up after leaks from Japanese automotive magazine Young Machine suggested that the legendary Monkey Barger could make a comeback in a 125 cubic centimeters version. The Monkey Barger first debuted in 1991 as a rugged variant of the 50 cubic centimeters Monkey, featuring the iconic dual headlights reminiscent of the XLR and XR models, along with an adventurous design. The modern version is described as having an aggressive look that blends retro style with contemporary adventure motorcycle elements. The signature dual headlights remain, providing a strong identity while distinguishing it from the standard Monkey. The body kit design also appears more robust, complete with high fenders, a high exhaust, and stylish Barger graphics. If developed using the current Monkey 125 platform, Honda could potentially reduce production costs and allocate them toward enhancing off-road performance. The Monkey Barger could feature larger tires, longer travel suspension, and sturdier swing arms. If the rear uses Grom components and adopts a monoshock suspension, this would be the most off-road ready Monkey to date, even more rugged than the Hunter Cub. The combination of lightweight, compact, and rugged design clearly makes for a highly appealing selling point. The return of the Monkey Barger is not just about nostalgia, it also addresses the growing trend of small adventure motorcycles. With its unique design, promising performance, and the legacy of the Barger name, this new version is expected to receive a warm welcome from the global market, including Southeast Asia. Although there has been no official confirmation from Honda, fans are eagerly awaiting. Will Honda truly bring back this iconic small bike in a modern form? One thing is certain. If the Monkey Barger 125 does indeed come to fruition, the world of mini adventure bikes will never be the same again. In the early 1990s, Honda embarked on an ambitious project that would become a milestone in the world of naked bikes, Project Big One. The main goal was to create a powerful motorcycle with a classic look that was still easy to control and comfortable for everyday use. This philosophy was first realized with the 1992 CB1000 Super 4, followed by the lighter CB400 Super 4, and reached its peak in 1998 with the introduction of the CB1300 Super 4. Since its debut, the CB1300 has undergone significant updates, including the replacement of the carburetor system with PGM-FI fuel injection in 2003, the addition of the Super Bowl dual version with a half fairing, and further advancements in electronic systems and braking technology. In 2021, Honda released the CB1300 SB version with all-in suspension and Brembo brakes, making it the best and most refined edition of the Project Big One lineage. Now, as the world shifts toward a new era demanding efficiency and electrification, rumors suggest that Honda is reviving the spirit of Project Big One in a fresher, more futuristic form. This is the Honda CB1000 ARC Project Big One Neo, a motorcycle rumored to blend retro classic DNA with modern futuristic Neo sports cafe design. Its muscular fuel tank lines, round LED headlights, and bold silhouette reflect the CB's heritage with a touch of the future. This motorcycle isn't just about looking cool, it's about having character, reviving the pride of riding Honda's legendary naked motorcycles. Rumor has it that the CB1000R will be equipped with a 998 cubic centimeters four-cylinder engine delivering up to 145 horsepower, complete with ride-by-wire technology, riding modes, premium suspension, and Brembo braking systems. Although not officially announced, strong leaks suggest the motorcycle will debut at Eicma 2025 and launch early 2026 for the Japanese and European markets. If true, this will be a historic moment. Project Big One isn't dead, it's evolved. And Honda fans are ready to welcome the legend's return in a completely new form. Honda has officially unveiled the CRF850 FireStorm V3 Supercharged, a name that once again ignites the passion of the motorcycle racing world. This motorcycle is not just a new launch, but a revival of an old legend. The Honda VTR 1000F FireStorm, which was last produced in 2005. The VTR 850 RR is a high-performance street superbike designed to combine maximum control on the track and public roads. With supercharged technology and a total performance philosophy, this third-generation FireStorm proves that Honda's racing heritage continues to evolve and remain relevant. The VTR 1000F FireStorm was first introduced in 1997 as an aggressive and characterful V-twin engine-configured sport bike. The FireStorm moniker stuck as a symbol of power and agility. The 996 cubic centimeters V-twin engine on the VTR 1000F was renowned for its sharp throttle response and distinctive, thrilling sound. This motorcycle became one of Honda's iconic sport bikes in the late 1990s and early 2000s, and its name is now being revived through a more advanced technological approach. FireStorm is not just a name, but a philosophy of performance and control that Honda continues to bring into the modern era. This motorcycle also marks the realization of the V3 engine prototype that Honda showcased at the 2024 Eicma event. The V3 engine stands out as a departure from the classic V-twin configuration of the VTR 1000F. The V3 layout combines the mid-range torque characteristic of a V-twin with the efficiency and peak power typically found in a V4 engine. With an electronic supercharged system, this engine promises instant power, better fuel efficiency, and a more precise riding experience. In terms of design, the VTR 850 RR features a radical and aggressive style. As seen in the circulating 3D renderings, its body showcases sharp fairings with the signature HRC color combination of red, blue, and white. The design hints at high aerodynamics and maximum control at high speeds, complemented by aggressive undercowl, sleek LED lights, and a large air intake at the front. Details like winglets and a muscular fuel tank emphasize its racing DNA. Although these images are still digital 3D renderings and there has been no official confirmation from Honda, we can imagine how this new generation FireStorm would look on the road or track. Honda has finally entered a new era in electric vehicles with the introduction of the Honda WN7, its first naked class electric motorcycle aimed at riders who want performance and a futuristic riding experience. The WN7 is the production version of the EV Fun concept first unveiled at Eicma 2024 in Milan. Honda has confirmed the European launch of its latest electric motorcycle, the Honda WN7, set for a full reveal at Eicma 2025 in Milan on November 4th. The model name itself holds significance. W stands for the slogan "Be the Wind" and represents naked, and the number 7 signifies its output class, a symbol of Honda's aim to position the WN7 as a mid-range electric motorcycle comparable to internal combustion engine (ICE) sport bikes. In terms of specifications, Honda claims the WN7 can travel over 130 kilometers on a single full charge of its lithium-ion battery. 4 charging speed. The fixed battery features fast charging capability via the CCS2 standard, from 20% to 80% in approximately 30 minutes. When using a 6 kVA home charger, charging from 0 to 100% is claimed to take less than 3 hours. The WN7's performance is no joke. It has a water-cooled motor with a nominal power of around 18 kilowatts and a peak power that Honda claims is equivalent to a 600 cubic centimeters ICE motor. Its torque is even said to be close to that of a 1,000 cubic centimeters ICE motor in terms of initial pull. Weighing around 217 kilograms, the WN7 is not a lightweight motorcycle, but the design and weight distribution are expected to be optimized for comfort and stability. Modern features are also included: LED lights, a 5-inch color TFT display, and connectivity via Honda RoadSync, which supports navigation, phone calls, and notifications. For the market, the WN7 will first be sold in the UK at a price of approximately £12,999. Orders are now open, and units are expected to be available at dealerships starting early 2026. Those placing an order before November 4th will receive a rear seat bag as a free accessory. With the introduction of the WN7, Honda reaffirms its commitment to sustainability and its goal of achieving carbon neutrality while maintaining the motorcycle's characteristics that allow riders to experience an exciting riding sensation.
Honda, one of the most iconic brands in the automotive world, is reportedly preparing to launch a new supermoto with an 850 cubic centimeters V3 engine. This speculation started after Honda introduced their concept engine with a unique V3 configuration. This engine is predicted to be the foundation for a new generation of bikes, especially in the supermoto category that prioritizes big power and agility. But what exactly is a V3 engine? The V3 engine is a configuration that is quite rare in the automotive industry. Technically, it features 3 cylinders arranged in a V-shaped formation, usually at a 90-degree angle or narrower for space efficiency. This configuration provides several advantages, such as a good balance between power, torque, and fuel efficiency. The uniqueness of the V3 engine is its ability to deliver large torque at low to mid-range revs, something that is ideal for supermoto. In addition, it is more compact than a 4-cylinder engine, allowing for a lighter and more agile motorcycle design. Not only that, Honda also introduced an innovative forced induction system on this concept engine. This system most likely refers to the use of a turbocharger or supercharger specifically designed to improve engine performance without sacrificing fuel efficiency. With this system, the V3 engine is able to produce maximum power without the need to increase its capacity. This forced induction system works by compressing the air entering the combustion chamber, allowing for more efficient combustion and greater power. Plus, this technology helps reduce the lag that is often a problem with conventional turbochargers. If these rumors are true, then Honda could be shaking up the supermoto market. With its 850 cubic centimeters V3 engine and forced induction system, the bike will offer the perfect combination of power, speed, and agility that characterizes supermotos. Moreover, this configuration also provides a new appeal to Honda fans who always look forward to innovations from the Japanese manufacturer. Honda has shown their courage to step out of their comfort zone by introducing this V3 configuration. If they do launch a bike based on this engine, I am sure the market will respond very positively, especially in the premium segment.
Honda is making a massive splash. At Eicma 2024, they unveiled an all-new 4-stroke V3 engine concept, reviving the legendary format from their 2-stroke era. The most attention-grabbing feature is the revolutionary technology that accompanies it, the e-compressor, an electric supercharger. Although details such as power output and capacity remain a secret, with rumors suggesting a capacity of around 850 cubic centimeters, public enthusiasm is already peaking. The developments are heating up even more with the trademark filings for V3R and V3R e-compressor in North America. This indicates that Honda plans to release 2 versions, a lightweight and compact, naturally aspirated one, the V3R, and a high-power version featuring the electric supercharger, the V3R e-compressor. The e-compressor version is expected to match the power of a 1,000 cubic centimeters motorcycle, potentially giving rise to a sophisticated sports tourer or even a radical supersport like the RCV3R, continuing the tradition of innovation once brought by the VFR series. The future of Honda motorcycles will be incredibly exciting,